So you've just printed off your first copy of Daily D6. Now it's time to fold it. So what you'll do is you'll pick it up, fold it in the center along this center line that runs the length of the page. And because this is double-sided, you'll end up wanting to fold everything in both directions. So we'll fold it like this, flip it inside out, fold it back along the same line. Now, we're going to make our pages for our zines. So you're going to do the same thing, fold along these black lines here, fold both ways, and do that for each of these. And once you've done that, the last step will be to cut the center part of your zine so that you can actually fold it into the final zine format. So there's a couple ways you can do this. You can either take a pair of scissors and cut here to cut along this edge, or if you have an X-Acto knife, you can lay it flat on a surface and cut down here. The important thing is that when you are cutting, you don't want to cut all the way through to the two end sections. You only want to cut this portion in the middle. Let me show you. You'll take this, you can cut right along that line there, unfold it, take your scissors and feed them in, and then you will just cut along this center line, stopping right there. And now that you have it cut, you can fold it into the final zine shape. One thing that's important to note when making these zines is that their imperfections are part of the charm. So it's not going to fold perfectly every time, and that's okay. So once you have it, you'll take it and you want it to go like this, come out like this, and then I find the easiest thing to do from here is you have your front cover and your back page. And so what you'll do is you'll fold it like this. From the top you can see you just have the back page. All the other internal pages will be folded over like that. Press your seams, and then the final back page can be folded over along the end. And then when you need to, you can unfold it and do the same thing for the reverse side. You'll fold these two in the center here like this. Oh boy. Oh boy. The nice thing about these zines is that as you're using them every day, you start to open them and fold them and invert them over and over and over, so all of the seams get nice and loose, which makes it so you can actually flip it a lot faster as the week goes on. One other thing worth noting on these is that you may have to end up trimming some of the additional paper depending on how your printer handled the scaling. So for me, for example, I like to also take some time to then trim off the sides and then trim a little bit off the bottom. The only thing worth noting here is that when you trim along the side, the back page and the middle page both have folded edges that you do not want to trim. So you can take your scissors and cut along this line, ensuring you do not trim either of those folded edges. So you can see this is still intact, that's still intact. And then the content on the bottom is safe to be cut. And that's it. And now you have your pocket-sized little zine you can bring with you everywhere. Thanks for watching.